This is the best of the week on Relevant Radio.
Let's go to James in Phoenix. Good morning, James.
I have a question concerning receiving ashes for Ash Wednesday.
Okay.
In the past, I have received the ashes and, worn them throughout the whole day. But someone a year ago made the comment of, after you receive ashes, when you're, get home, just go ahead and clean them off and go throughout your day. You don't want to be gloating. And it's like, I don't really consider it gloating. So my question to you is it customary for us to wear the ashes throughout the whole day? Do we, wash them off after, service and on our way to work?
There are two distinct schools of thought on this, and I'll share what they both are, and then I'll offer you my sense of it. The first is that, as it's more customary when you receive ashes on Ash Wednesday, that you just wear it throughout the day, and it's a sign of your Christian witness. It would be something similar to wearing a cross lapel pin, or some other identifiable marker that you are a follower of Jesus Christ. It would be in that category, and that's a good thing. In other words, you're publicly witnessing to the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ in the form of this sacramental, which is the ashes. Another school of thought is based upon, I don't know if I'd call it a misreading, but I think a bit of a misreading of Matthew chapter 6, when Jesus is speaking in verse 16 about fasting. He says, "And when you fast, do not look dismal like the hypocrites, for they disfigure their faces, that their fasting may be seen by men. Truly I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you fast, anoint your head and wash your face, so that your fasting may not be seen by men, but by your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you." I've heard that passage invoked any number of times by people who say, no, you shouldn't wear the ashes because that's ostentatious and you're looking for adulation, or you're looking for attention, or you want people to say, oh boy, look at him, he got his ashes. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's the right reading of this passage personally, but I am aware that there are many people who have that view. So here's my take on this issue. You are free to do either. The church imposes no requirement. The church doesn't even impose a requirement of ashes at all. I mean, it's strongly recommended, it's encouraged, but it's not required. But if you do have the benefit of receiving ashes, you have complete freedom to follow either school of thought. You can wear them proudly and know that you're not doing anything wrong. You can wash them off so as not to draw attention to yourself, and you would not be doing anything wrong there. You have that freedom. I personally tend more toward wearing ashes all day, but not everybody looks at it that way. So that's the thing about the freedom part, is that the church doesn't say you must do one or the other. You're free to do either.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you for clarifying that. I tend to agree with you. I just want to make sure I wasn't, like I just said, drawing attention to myself, and such. But on the same aspect, it's Ash Wednesday, and I'm a follower, and I believe it's more rightful to wear it throughout the whole day.
I do too. And boy, if ever there were a time when we need to have that countersign, the sign of contradiction, the sign of the cross, the sign of Jesus in the presence of the world, now's that time, if you ask me. So I think it's a plus, not a negative, to wear your ashes publicly.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, James. Thank you. Like what you just heard? Share it with your family and friends. And thanks for listening.